And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we back with another one. Now today, epic VeVe live stream once again. Today we have the first appearance of DarkHawk. Now I had no idea who this character was, so I had to do some research. And what I found is it's kind of a speculative play. It may end up being in the MCU, so it's not going to be your key comic book, right? But I think the artwork on these look absolutely amazing. I'm going to dive into the details real quick. I'm a big fan of the ultra rare today and the secret rare. So let me know in the comments what you guys like the best. We have 30,000 total editions, 21,000 commons. Then we have 5,000 uncommons, 2,350 rare, 1,050 ultra rare, and 600 secret rares today. Now my favorite is definitely the ultra rare or the secret rare. I'm going to show you guys what they look like real quick. I'm going to dive through all the different rarities. Here we have the common, the uncommon, the rare, the ultra rare vibes. I love the space kind of vibes in the background there. And then the secret rare. So I think this is going to be a pretty cool comic book, the way it looks in the showroom and everything. So definitely going to be pretty cool to see in the showroom once we're able to actually put these comics into our showrooms. Shout out to everybody joining the chat today. We got Puzzle Master. How we doing? How we doing, fam? Let's go, Omi homies. This is going to be a pretty good one. I mean, it's not as good as, the last comic that just dropped, Dr. Ock, right? We got Getsy. How we doing, fam? How we doing? Let's get this bread. Shout out to Omar in the house. Chad Ross, how we doing? How we doing? I mean, at the comments, we see how hard it is to get any kind of drop these days, right? So I made a tweet. I think I said I would hope for the ultra rare or secret rare even. But as we know, even just the common these days on the drop, doesn't even matter really how significant the comic book is. They sell out so quick to where even if you get a common these days, it's going to be pretty valuable. I think the last comic book sat around 50, 60 bucks right away. And this one I could see being a little bit cheaper than that, obviously. It may even be half the price right away, but still it's going to be probably more than $7 than you put in, right? I like the original covers. And that's the way I feel too, Puzzle Master. So right before we saw the run-up with all these common comic books, I kind of went around and luckily, I started really liking the common covers. And so I was going around getting these 3-digit commons. And then, a couple days after, they just exploded. So I feel like I just happened to time that perfectly. So you never really know which ones are going to go off. That's why it's always important to trust your gut. Like when I was doing that, I wasn't listening to someone else saying, the commons are about to explode, get on the commons. I was just doing that because they grew on me so much. I never had physical comic books in my life. So once I realized that the commons were the actual physical counterpart, some of the secret rares like House of X, that has the physical counterpart cover too. But so I really started to grow attached to these common covers. And then what really set them apart was getting those 3 digits. I think the low mints on the commons are going to be big time. The only one I really wasn't able to get was that Marvel Comics #1. So that's the only one I missed out on. Really was trying to get one of those, but wasn't able to grab one in time. Kind of ran out of my budget, I would say, out of my price range. Low mint common. Those are my favorite, absolutely. And I just finally finished the Hulk set. Again, shout out to Luke Blackby. He's the one who sent me over the secret rare for that Hulk. Amazing. My first secret rare in general. And so I just finished that whole entire comic set. I got the ultra rare. I think I paid $145 or $135. I felt like that was a steal. What is up, guys? All set for another drop. Let's go. I think if anyone's been kind of striking out, I would say the last couple drops. I think this one you're going to have a lot better of a chance. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to get a drop today, but I think with the high demand of the last drop, Doc Ock first appearance, this one's not going to be as sought after as some of the others. So hopefully it gives a good chance for any of the new users to probably get the first one. Billy Bob Bitcoin said, Johnny, I got a secret rare yesterday. 2664. Wow. Shout out to you, Billy Bob. Guys, don't feel discouraged if you miss out on a drop. Keep trying. Don't give up. It was my first after 7 months on VeVe. That is just amazing. And shout out to you, Billy Bob Bitcoin, because these are the stories that I love hearing and telling people about, because this is what I always say to new users, keep trying. Don't give up. It only takes that one drop to kind of change your whole collecting trajectory, or your collecting career, I would call it, I guess you could say. And so Now Billy Bob, he can hold on to that secret rare. Obviously, it may be sentimental to him. It's his first one in a while, probably first secret rare, or he has the options now to sell that for $1,000 or whatever the price may be. Maybe it's $2,000, right? Depending on how good the comic is. And once you have those 1,000, 2,000 gems, that's game changing, especially after putting in $7, not being able to get these drops after a while. Now you got a little money to play with, a little bit of money to invest. It's so hard to make money when you have no money. But once you have a little bit of traction, a little bit of money, it's so much easier now to, pick a couple duplicates that you think are going to run up. Instead of just getting one, like you may have been able to before, you can now get two, maybe three. And then once those prices double, triple, you can sell one of those, two of those, get your money back, maybe double, still hold on to one or two. Again, this is not financial advice. These are just things that have helped for me in my experience. And I'm glad that's helping for you guys too now. And you can kind of see all the things that I've been talking about. So that's amazing to hear, Billy Bob. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad it's happened to you too. That's amazing. I love hearing those stories, man, because I haven't even gotten a secret rare yet. But I'm okay because I've been blessed to where I found it early. I went all in early, so I already have a big enough collection. But if I was just joining today and I didn't have, the ability to get a lot of these expensive collectibles for retail, you can kind of change all of that by getting one secret rare on a drop, one ultra rare that's expensive, I would say, though, try to come up with a game plan before that happens, because that way you're not surprised when you get that secret rare and you're like, do I sell it? Do I not? You may hesitate too long. The price dips. So right now, if you're new, try to start that game plan. What are you going to do when you land that secret rare? Are you going to, so that way you have a little bit of preparation to where you're not on the spot. You can make that decision. Maybe your decision was to sell it. So as soon as you get that secret rare, there's no hesitation. You can just sell it right away in the marketplace for a high price, and boom, you can capitalize off of it. So that's one thing I want to say is definitely try to prepare yourself. And you never know, you may attract it. You may be getting on that same wavelength of the universe and attract that energy of getting that secret rare. I know it sounds crazy, but anyone who's got a secret rare kind of has that feeling, right? You feel like you kind of attracted it. May just be a coincidence, but I think energy is important. Let's go, Robbie Remington. How we doing, fam? How we doing? Hopefully you're doing better. I know you were sick a little bit, but hopefully you're doing better, my man. Puzzle Master said, at the start when they were selling comics, lots of FUD around common. Glad I did not listen to the FUD. And that's another thing for all these new users. I think it's so important to listen to what everybody has to say, right? I feel like everybody in the world can teach you a lesson. It doesn't mean that they can control how you think, but take in what everybody has to say and then come up with your best judgment. Don't listen to anybody, on YouTube, word for word, take everything I have to say, take everything everybody else has to say, and take all that information in and then come up with your best judgment. And so one thing here that Puzzle Master said was he was scooping up the commons. The Marvel Comics #1. I even regret not getting even hundreds of them. They were $5, $6, $7. Unbelievable. People thought, pre-Disney, something with 30,000 editions, way too many editions. People said the DeLorean dropped with 50,000 editions, ruined the app. I'm glad those people are back on board now, but that's the kind of foresight that you needed to have. You need to understand that this is going to have millions of people in it one day. So those big editions are kind of slept on right away just because we don't have that many people just yet. I mean, now we have the million active users, but it's just going to keep growing, I think. So I definitely think the editions that we have now are small compared to how many people are going to be on this app in the future, for sure. Yes, that's big time. See, everybody, not everybody capitalized, but a lot of people capitalized on these moments when the Marvel Comics #1 was going for so cheap. And so it's so important for people to talk about those experiences, because if you put yourself in the shoes of someone just joining right now, they don't have that experience. They didn't know that, Marvel Comics was under $5 at one point, right? They only see the price point now and think that's just what it was. So it's definitely important that, we talk about these experiences. So I'm glad you bring these up. Yep, that's a good point, Petra. So, like I said in the beginning, this comic isn't the best comic. Shout out to Cryptos and Comics. They always have a hodl or sell that they always go over in their podcast. So definitely follow them. Show some love to them. They're definitely some good comic experts, and Sleeping Comics too. He's a great one as well. I love picking their minds on comics. And Petro said, this isn't the best comic, and also tons of users are having issues logging in. So I imagine lots of folks will get this comic. You probably meant lots of folks won't get this comic. Oh, okay. Lots of folks will get this comic if they're able to log in. Absolutely. So a lot of people have been having issues logging in. So if you're able to log in right now, you may be able to sneak a drop in, while some other users, unfortunately, aren't able to get this drop. But hopefully they figure out the login situation. So if anyone on stream right now is having an issue logging in, I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, but I think they will fix it. I'm just hoping it's before the drop. If it's not, I can't do anything about that. I'm really sorry. It just happened to happen that way. But hopefully, keep trying to log in. You still got some time. We got 16 minutes to the drop. Yep, this is a good question. So I'm glad you brought it up. Roman Z. Hey, JD, good luck with the drop. Question. I saw a Marvel site that you can buy almost every comics from the past for $2. So why we pay 10x, 100x times for the same digital comics? Just trying to figure out. So that's a great point. So I've actually seen that too. And that's why I'm glad you brought it up, so I can kind of address my thoughts on it at least. And so what they have on the Marvel website is an ability to kind of rent out these comics. You don't actually own them. So basically, you're able to read all these comics the same way we can read them on here, absolutely. But the difference is ownership. You can't go on the website and buy for $2 that comic, and then you own it. You get to read it for $2, but you don't actually have that resale value. And so the same thing is going on with like the Ghostbusters app. You can download the Ghostbusters app right now. It's a free app, I think, and you can play with the Ghostbusters car in augmented reality. You can play with Slimer. I think you can actually have the ray gun too, and maybe blast some ghosts or something like that with the actual Ghostbusters things. But the difference with the VeVe app is you can own that now. And same with Jurassic Park. We don't have the T-Rex and Jurassic Park drops on VeVe yet, but when they teased it, I actually saw on the Jurassic Park app, I think it's a free app too, you can play with the dinosaurs in augmented reality. They have the big gate and everything, but you don't own those dinosaurs. You can't resell that. And so what I think is happening is all these different platforms, like the Marvel example, they're promoting, it's just extra promotion indirectly for these assets, these collectibles on VeVe. So like you can play with the augmented reality stuff on the Ghostbusters app, Jurassic Park. You can read them on Marvel. But the difference with these NFTs, these digital collectibles on VeVe, is you get to own these. So do I think the gaming experience will come? Absolutely. So I think we will be able to play with it the same way on the VeVe app one day. But right now, the difference is the ownership. So I hope that kind of eliminates any kind of doubts or anything like that, because it's a great point to bring up for sure. And I think we will start seeing that more and more and more too, because at the end of the day, these brands want to make as much money as possible. So even though they have their stuff on VeVe, I think they will branch out and maybe have games for their augmented reality stuff, collectibles, and then it's like cross promotion indirectly almost, because then you can own those same things that you're playing with on the VeVe app. Whoo, Poke I think a lot of people have been expecting that. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there that are hoping for that. I think we could see it possibly eventually one day. Yeah, the different languages are going to be big. Absolutely. Oh, this is big. I scooped up 14 of the Fantastic Four comments under $5 back in the day. Unbelievable. And see, now we realize that like the people who weren't really in tune with comics are starting to realize and understand and learn that there's holy grail comics like the Fantastic Four #1, the Marvel Comics #1, the Amazing Spider-Man #1, even the Daredevil, right? These are all things I had no idea. I didn't even know these comics really existed. This is all stuff that I've had to learn, and everybody else who didn't have any idea how to learn too. It just comes down to how quick are you able to learn it, willing to learn it. Are you willing to learn it when they were $5, or did you wait until they were $100 basically? And that's why trusting your gut is crucial in this. Because if you didn't know, Micah G, I'm not sure if you knew or not, how important Fantastic Four was. Some people did, some people didn't. They're just trusting their gut when they're collecting, and that's so important. That sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. What's up? We in the building. Smash the like button. Let's go, Knight Rider. Knight Rider in the building. Yeah, 18 amazing Spider-Man #1 comments for $7 each. Literally, really glad I did that. Unbelievable. Let's see. Oh wow! Right after I got my secret rare, my friend got scammed for 2 collectibles on Discord. Fake escrow scam. Please talk about selling off VeVe market and how dangerous it is. Hopefully to save someone else. Absolutely. So for any new users right now, a lot of people may be asking, because the fees, sometimes people don't want to pay the fees, etc., on the app selling things. Maybe people just want to do a straight up trade and they want to trade this collectible for that collectible. And since we can't trade just yet on the VeVe app, they're trying to do it off the app. And that's one thing that you should never really do. VeVe really suggests you don't do any kind of transactions or trades off the app because they can't help you. If you get beat, if you get, scammed out of your collectible, out of money, the VeVe team can't really help you if you do it off the app. And so it's dangerous. You have to trust people that you don't know. And so I would always say, just wait, wait until we can actually trade these collectibles on the VeVe app. Because eventually soon we are going to be able to trade your, say, Nightwing for a Rizzo if you wanted to do that kind of swap on the VeVe app where it's a safe. You don't have to worry about you don't know this escrow, you don't know this person on Discord, So I would definitely suggest if you're a new user, just wait and do every transaction on the VeVe app because if something happened, they can always fix the problem since it's a closed ecosystem on the VeVe app. If you do it outside, they're not going to be able to help you. There's no real insurance policy in that. So try to keep everything, all transactions on the VeVe app, I would say. We got 10 minutes and 59 seconds to drop, y'all. Thanks for explanation, JD. I guess it is like renting a car versus owning a car. Absolutely. And we're going to see kind of how we can rent these individually on ourselves. So that's why I think, building a following for yourself or something like that is going to be important because, you could rent, say, the Marvel Comics #1 from the Marvel store, or you could rent it from your favorite influencer or your favorite celebrity. And I think that's going to have a little bit more weight, a little bit more value. I mean, it won't for everybody. I mean, maybe you, Roman Z, maybe you'd rather just pay the $2 or whatever it is to rent it, to read it from the Marvel site, So I think it's all going to depend, right? Also, we don't know what kind of utilities these VeVe NFTs will unlock in the metaverse. Maybe if you do have, all the comics from the Spider-Man series, it allows you in a certain place in that metaverse to read your comics or something like that, right? So who knows? Who knows? Dre Ortiz, hit that like button. Hey, appreciate you guys. Big time, big time. Bless the chat, y'all. Brendan's playing mind games with me. It's definitely one that I would not be able to say that fast. That's for sure. So if you guys want to play mind games with yourself at home, definitely try to say DarkHawk 3 times fast. I can barely say it one time. That boy, Johnny, we in the building, gang. Brendan's in the building. So I'm not sure how Billy Boy Bitcoin got scammed. I don't think he got scammed. I think one of his friends got scammed right after he got that secret rare. So that's another thing. A lot of people, new users, they get that comic, they get that ultra rare secret rare. They're excited, Everyone's excited. I'd be excited. So especially a new user, they're going to be excited. They're going to want to try to flip that quick, fast. Maybe they want to do it outside the VeVe app, and that's when I should just put the brakes on, take a breather and just trust the team that they're going to eventually develop it. We're going to be able to trade, and you're going to be able to sell whole sets on the VeVe app. That's going to be huge. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to allow you to buy land or not, Micah, but I'm kind of thinking like if you have, say, all the Marvel comics or all the Spider-Man comics, I'm thinking it's going to allow you some kind of place in the VeVe verse type thing to read your comics in that area. Maybe it's in a Spider-Man area or a huge Marvel section or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I'm just kind of thinking, visioning how the utility will be played out. Wow, that's huge, Brendan. That's big time. So he just said he got a 1,388 mint rare ape last night for the floor. Now, for anybody who's asking, like, why is that mint number important? It's not a low mint. And exactly, it kind of goes with what I was saying in the other streams the other day. It's not a low mint, and it's not really a special mint. It's not like a 1950, the first appearance. But what it is it's kind of a special mint because it's the last ever minted collectible. So it kind of ties in with like having the first ever minted collectible. If you have the last one ever in that edition. So say if there's 2,000 editions of this collectible, if you have the 2,000 mint number, that's gonna be big time. So that's what Brendan got with the apes. That's gonna be good too, because I think those artist collectibles, Dan, David, the whole VeVe team, the Coma team, they've said that they're probably going to be one of the first ones to be interoperable or an OpenSea immutable X. So I think if you get those low or special mint numbers of these artists, I think it could be big. Hey, Colin, you don't have to owe me a comment. You don't have to owe me anything, my man. I'm just glad I could help out. Colin said, bro, I've been loving these comics. Hopefully I get a comment. I still owe you a comment for a giveaway. You don't owe me anything, my man. That giveaway wasn't, I wasn't expecting anything back for that. But I do love these comics. They've definitely grown on me. I don't know what it is. I feel like just knowing that like I haven't ever had the actual physical comics before. That's why I love the commons, because they're the actual physical counterpart. So I feel like I'm actually experiencing getting that physical comic. Now, I think the variant covers are amazing. I see so many people in the community are collecting the variant covers and the ones that are exclusive just for VeVe2. I think that's awesome. I think the artwork is incredible in these. Like, these are two that I absolutely love right now. I can't stop looking at them. I've been trying to game plan in my head ever since I started the stream. And a little bit last night, I was saying, I want the ultra rare and secret rare so bad, but I know these comics like aren't that valuable. So it would actually make more sense if I get one of these to flip it right away, to sell the ultra rare, sell the secret. But I'm in a tough spot because I love the way these look so much. I just want to keep them. So I really don't know what I'm going to do if I get one. I've been trying to think while I'm talking to you guys, like, what am I going to do if I get this ultra rare or secret rare? I don't need the gems right now, but I think my game plan's been kind of stacking up on gems, on collectibles or comics that I don't absolutely love. Because there's going to be a time when, they drop something that absolutely hits me. Like, I need this. Maybe it's my favorite NFL player. Or maybe they, did what I've always imagined, dreamed of, and they got Tiger Woods license and they're dropping a Tiger Woods collectible. Like, I would spend a lot of money on that. I really would. Let's see here. Puzzle Master. Most physical comics values tends to be telltale sign. A VeVe drop will do well or not. However, I got burned when it came to Hitmonkey. Opposite was true. Interesting. Yeah, Hitmonkey is an interesting comic, that's for sure. It's just tough because you may get burned. I mean, shout out to all the micro groups out there, the smaller groups involved. It's awesome to see that. I mean, we got them with the apes, right? I think it's like VeVe Ape Yacht Club or something like that. It's just tough because you don't know which group is like an actual group built around like the community of it, and you don't know which group is actually like a pump group who's just trying to pump things to kind of take advantage of the community. So again, I don't think I think most of those subgroups are actually good. I think most of those subgroups are actually like a fun, community driven little subgroup about the actual collectible love. But I think sometimes those pump groups can kind of burn people who maybe buy at the very top of some of these comics that may not be a holy grail. That's why I suggest, really paying attention to who's the knowledge that you're getting it from, right? That's why I love the two comic experts, like Sleeping Comics. He's not trying to pump his bags. He knows a lot about the comics. And same with comics and cryptos. They're not trying to pump their bags. They're really educated about this space, and they really give an unbiased opinion. We got December Bitcoin. How we doing, fam? We got 3 minutes and 35 seconds to drop. Yep. VeVe Las Vegas in the house. What's up, VeVe fam? Let's go. Yep, I agree, Mike. And we haven't even seen them, the ability to put in the showroom. Can you imagine when the comics are able to hang on your wall? When you're able to maybe get a little comic shelf for all your comics. I'm really excited to hang them on the wall. I want a whole wall, maybe all 4 of my walls, just space them out like all posters around the wall. I definitely want that. Like how I vision my showroom is I'm going to have all my low mint commons, like all lined up on the wall. And then I'll probably go through all my variant covers of every single one. And then at the very end, I'll probably have my Marvel Comics #1 next to my secret rare Hulk comic. So like that's just how I've been envisioning my entire showroom. Yeah, I agree, Brendan. I think VeVe team is way too smart, right? They're geniuses. They're not going to flip a switch and say, okay, guys, you can all cash out like all at once, right? No, it's going to probably happen in waves. We already see it kind of happen like that. And so as it gets rolled out to people, I think that people who absolutely need the cash, right? They're going to cash out. They're going to probably profit on some collectibles. But I think with everything that's coming, it's going to entice people to hold a lot of their collectibles. Maybe let go of some of those dupes to, get a little bit of cash back. But I think as we continue to bring on so many users, as this becomes a safe investment now for a lot of people, I don't think we're going to experience a huge crash like a lot of people are expecting. I would say majority of the people are saying it's probably going to dip, and I don't think that many people can be right. The market usually tends to react opposite of what the majority think. But I'm not saying it won't dip. I mean, it could dip a little bit, but I think there's just a little bit too much negativity with that around right now. Yeah, definitely. That's also that was a good book. Haven't even read it yet. But yeah, Brendan, that secret rare Hitmonkey is amazing that you have. Such a low mint. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely one that you want to like. This comic book's not going to be crazy to where it would make more sense to sell it right away. Absolutely. I'm just attached to it because I love the way it looks. Petition to drop the Tiger Woods mugshot. Absolutely. Oh, the mugshot. I thought you meant like a. No, absolutely. I don't want Tiger's mugshot on there. I thought you meant like a Tiger on a mug collectible. I want a picture of Tiger in his red polo, giving a fist pump, maybe like an animated after a putt, the fist pump, like something like that would be incredible. We got 45 seconds to the drop. Smash the like button, Omi homies. Bless the chat. Hopefully everybody gets a secret rare, ultra rare today. 35 seconds, little coffee gate action. Let's go. All right, 29 seconds. Kind of sweating. Did I start Coffee Gate? Let me know. Shout out to VeVe Vault. I just heard his live stream the other day. I watched his live stream and I heard him talk about Coffee Gate. I was like, hey, yo. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Click. I think I got it. No! I didn't get it. I didn't get it. What? You know what? I didn't clear my settings. Oh my gosh. I wonder if that really affected it. No way. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get one. I was so confident today. I was probably the most confident I've been in a while today, actually. I got to get one on the rebound. So, like this run right now, you will see me try to go for a rebound because I didn't get one. I'm not going to be crazy about it, like for maybe like 20 minutes, just because it's not the most valuable collectible or comic. But I mean, for the next 4 minutes, I will try. I really thought I was going to get one. How many people got one today? Dude's in the house. Hey, Brendan got one. Hey, Kelvin in the building. How we doing, Kelvin? How we doing, fam? Kelvin's a fan member. How we doing, brother? Yeah, all collectibles been allocated. Getsy got one. Let's go. Geo got one. Tasmanian double L. Rest in peace. So strange. That's weird, Pogerly. Got it. Tony got one. Nope. You know what's so strange? I felt like my timing was probably the best it's been. I have to watch the film, watch the tape on this one. But I feel like a couple days ago, like my timing was slow. And then even a few days ago, the one before DarkHawk, I think I missed the buy button like 3 times. And then I pressed buy now. And somehow I got it. Today, I struck out. So we got the 2-minute mark. Still nothing. I'm gonna try again in 2 more minutes. I can't believe I didn't get one. I've been killing it. Got one super high mint though. Hey, super high mint. I always got a feeling that it could be that ultra rare, secret rare. Kelvin got one. Let's go. Stefan got one. Brandon said no luck. So it looks like a lot of people who, tend to maybe miss it are getting one. And the people who, usually do pretty well missed today. Isaac got a 4-digit. That's a good one. That could be, if you get a rare, ultra rare, secret rare of a 4-digit, that could be big money. Prism got one. Let's go. Visions, he got one. So we got a lot of dubs. We got a lot of dubs. Rebound, here we come. Yep, 3 minutes. VeVe Las Vegas in the 7,000 range. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Pat said get used to that feeling. That's a fact, brother. I got a feeling that's going to be happening a lot more. Those days of feeling confident of the drop may be changing. It's just so funny because, like, when I get a couple drops in a row, I feel like I'm the drop king. And I'm like, you know what? This is easy, right? Saggy Dot said, clicked, purchase screen came up, then got red error. Click buy now again, purchase screen came up, then was able to purchase. Yeah, I feel like it was definitely strange today, right? But not too worried. Let me check my settings. I feel like that could have been the problem. I didn't have that many. I only had 218 megabytes. So, like, if I had my full collection there, it'd be crazy high. Let's go, Paz. If you know, you know. Just their Instagram post. I'm going to keep trying. 4-minute mark. Paz, you hit that 4-minute rebound? This is my first one. I got, missed out on Coffee Gate. Yo, December got one. Got another one, VeVe Las Vegas. Paz got a rebound on the 4-minute mark. Nope. I missed. Nope. My 4-minute rebound missed. I'm glad you guys got one. So it looks like a lot of people got one. A lot of people got it on the 4. Wow, and a rebound. So you guys killed it today. Good job, guys. Rob struck out today. Dang it, man. I want Robbie to get one. Good night, brother. Hope you wake up and feel a lot better. December, you got one, right? You had the muscle emoji. Oh, you didn't get one. Oh my gosh. 2 pending. That's solid. Polka Lee has been killing it. Polka Lee's only missed 1 drop since decon. That's impressive right there. Polka Lee, what's your strategy? What's the way that you've been getting all these drops? The way that I've been doing it, or you've been doing something else? Gary, he got one. I think at least. Sounds like he got one. He got 2. Let's go. That definitely deserves a let's go. Is there a good GIF for DarkHawk? There's a Pokemon thing playing. Why is that coming up? Oh, here we go. This is a DarkHawk, I think. I think that's DarkHawk. Yeah, it's got to be. Ah, okay. So you don't even wait. Maybe my reaction. Maybe I got to stop doing the hybrid gate. Maybe I got to go back to just literally time it. Boom. Okay, so you are timing it. Nice, 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 nice. Gary said, "Screw a line gate." Live next to the AWS servers. Pokely has the best luck in the world. Yeah, good to know. Good to know, Pokely. Even just timing it. I've been my timing's been off lately. I think Coffee Gate's messing up my timing. Yeah, my buy now button went away. I kind of screwed it up. Let's go, Alex. He got one. Big time. Let's go, Brock. He said I only want commons. Let's go. Eat up those commons, baby. I replied to Brock. Gave him the little eye emoji. Yep, 8-minute mark is passed. Hopefully, you guys got a rebound on the 8-minute mark. Anybody get one on the 8-minute mark? I've been striking out big time on the rebounds. Ah, so Green Goblin. I've been interested to hear what the community wants on the live streams. So you're actually anticipating you want the waiting room system. Interesting, because I know there's a lot of people who don't want that waiting room system. I think December likes the waiting room system idea a lot. Yeah, no rebounds for me, Dubes. Oh wow, okay, Corinne, good job. She says she got one on the rebound. Buy now button is still there. I would keep trying for until that market opens. If you really want this comic, I would say there's nothing wrong with keep trying. At least you got one though on the rebound. That's good. Shooter, he got one. Anybody get a secret rare today? Usually I get at least one person on live to get one. Yeah, me too. Me too. Getsy. I haven't got a rebound. Well, that's a lie. I would say my rebound came on the Disney drop, the Homer and Bart, the skateboard one. So I was pretty happy on that. I won't lie. That was all because of Res Lone right there. Res Lone won. He was like, just keep trying the rebounds. It's still working. And I kept trying, and I got the skateboard. Let's see. Waiting rooms give me higher chances than these normal drops. Hey, we don't know what's coming this weekend. Some kind of anime-ish drop, right? Crypto Keeper took an L. We got Guala Guala back in the chat, funning again. He said, "Why you still don't believe in pots?" I think he meant bots. Oh man, it's funny. Hey JD, peace and love from Vander. Appreciate you for joining in. How we doing, fam? The rare looks pretty cool. One of the rare. Borat, what you get today? Did you get anything good? Let's go, Derek Bragg. Got one on the drop by doing what you do. That's awesome, man. Appreciate you for saying that. I'm just glad it works. I really didn't realize that what I was doing was completely different than what most people do for the drop. If I had known that, I probably would have started it earlier, honestly. A lot of people would have told me, don't tell people what you're doing. But I think it all comes back full circle for sure. Tony got a comment. Pencil sketch is dope. Absolutely. 3-digit, I mean. Gio, did you get a 3-digit comment or you don't know yet? You just got a 3-digit. That's big time right there. Guala, why are you always so negative, my man? I'm actually bringing your comment up here because I like cryptos and comic. He said, "Did you hear about the new rug pull? Cryptos and comics and crypto is dropping a comic system that that common low mint is better than secret rare." I mean, I don't think that's a rug pull at all. I think that's his opinion, and it's also based upon the demand. I mean, if you look at the low mint commons right now in the marketplace, what are you going to see? You're going to see a pretty high number, and that just shows you that the demand is there. For me personally, I want a low mint common because I think that the commons, for the most part, have the same physical counterpart as the actual physical comic book. And so when you think about it, okay, the commons tend to be the most sought after. So there's, I think, 500, 600 secret rares, right? 600 of them. For the Marvel Comics #1, for instance, right? 600 secret rares. Well, how many 3 digits are there? 500. So there's actually less 3-digit commons. And the commons are actually have the physical counterpart cover. So like everybody's trying to compare these comics to the physical counterpart. But for most of them, there's only one rarity that has the physical counterpart cover. But don't get me wrong, I think the secret rares will be big time. I think the secret rare floors will be big. But for me personally, like if I had $30,000, $40,000, I don't know if I would spend it all on one just secret rare because that's just a made up cover, you know. It's a variant cover for the most part. I mean, House of X secret rare, that's an actual physical counterpart. Yeah, I mean, I think it shows. I think when someone's constantly that negative, I mean, it shows a lot about how the person is, right? I mean, a lot of times when someone's happy, right? When someone's, confident in themselves, they want to see other people do well. They're positive. But a lot of times when people have that built up anger, they're mad at themselves, whatever, they try to portray and bring down someone else. It's unfortunate to see, but you see it all the time. Let's go. Secret rare in the house. I knew somebody on the live stream was going to get a secret rare today. Let's go, VeVe Las Vegas. 7,824. That's a sub 10K secret rare. Let's go. Good night, December. Appreciate you for tuning in. Really need to catch up on sleep. Love y'all. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. JD to 1,000,000 subs. How many rebounds? I got none today. But I think there might be another one in 2 more minutes, possibly. Every 4 minutes tends to be one. That error button, the press and hitting. I agree. It kind of is. Hugs. Dupe said House of X and Powers X are sick. I need a House of X secret rare. Still have the other half. Yeah, I think those secret rares are awesome. I'm pretty sure House of X is the one that actually the secret rare is the physical cover, and you can put them back to back, or I should say side to side, and you make that full picture, which I think is pretty cool. Hey, show Johnny some love. Takes 1 second. Appreciate y'all. Big time, big time. How long do rebounds last? That's a good question, Corinne. I don't know the exact time, but I would say anywhere before the market opens. I've seen people get a 28-minute rebound, which is insane. So it depends really how persistent you want to be. If you really, really want this comic, I would keep trying for, the first 20 minutes, first 25, 30 minutes. It may seem like it's a complete waste because you're not getting one. And that's kind of how I thought rebounds were too in the beginning until I actually got one. I was like, wow, this works. So you may not get one and it feels like a waste, but that's why I think it comes down to how bad do you want the comic. My day's going well, my man, Stefan. Appreciate you. How about you? How's your day going? My day would be going a little bit better if I got that secret rare ultra rare today. Yab's got 2 comics today. It's big. I don't even know the last time I was able to get 2 comics on a drop. Those days of getting, 8 to 10 to 12 went by so quick. I mean, I don't even know how to describe that. Unbelievable. People joining today won't even believe that we were getting 8 to 12, sometimes more comics on one drop. Guala said, I'm not being myself. Guala, I get on live stream for 2 to 4 hours almost every day. If I wasn't myself, I'd be, you can not be yourself when you're doing a whole bunch of edits. Like if I made a video and, had a whole bunch of edits in there, that way, you may not be yourself because you're constantly editing out all the bad parts. You guys see all the times I mess up on live streams, you know, repeat myself, stutter. Like, I'm completely myself when I'm doing these 4-hour live streams. I don't know how you can be more yourself, honestly. It's like a wicked X-Men poster when you have both. I agree. I wish I did have both of those. Those are way too expensive, though, for me to get both right now. I agree. I agree. So Billy Bob Bitcoin said the physical comic prices are going up due to the VeVe effect. My local shop raised all the pieces of all the VeVe drop comics. Wow. I want to sell the physical and VeVe version in the future as a bundle. That's amazing to hear that your comic store is actually raising the prices on them because of the demand. That's crazy to hear. That's amazing. But I agree because, like, look at me. The VeVe effect even got me into buying a couple physical collectibles. Now, I only have a couple. I'm not a David Yu, obviously, out there having every physical collection, but I do have a couple, and it's all literally just because of VeVe. I think VeVe has a chance to literally reignite the comic book whole industry. Chilio. You guys are great in the live chat. One big fan. And an extra cup of coffee now that I missed the drop. That's a solid move. That's a solid move. I'd probably do the same right now. My first time ever getting two. How'd you get two? Let me know what your strategy was. Did you just get one and completely just go right back? Like you exited out once you saw that green truck? Or before you saw the green truck? I haven't even got two in so long. I forget what it got to do. Getting a multiple was like the first 3 comic drops. Yeah, for real. But the first one too, I literally said, I was like, you know what? I'm only gonna go for maybe like 5 or 6. I'm not just gonna keep spamming because I don't want to feel like I'm addicted to it. But I should have. I got 12 commons or 12 comic books. I think I only got maybe like 6 or 8 of that first day. My first time ever getting 2. I think I already have a caffeine tolerance. Absolutely. I think I already do. Guala Guala might deserve a timeout. No, the confirmed purchase error screen. Exactly. That's the biggest thing, Borat. Like, you hit the nail on the head right there. Just buy what you love. I mean, you can't go wrong when you buy what you love because at that point, you don't even care if the price goes down or what other people say, etc. Because you love it. You're not just buying it on a speculative, hype thing. You're hoping the price goes up to sell it off on someone else. Like, if you buy what you love, you really won't have an issue with that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. No, I didn't notice. What's the misprint on that, Brendan? I actually did just get 43 though. If you look at the common dunnies on in the marketplace, I got a 43 for $800, and I instantly just listed it. Or I think like I listed it for about 1 ETH originally, like 5K, but I just brought the price down because I was like, you know what? I think it should sell easily for 1 ETH. The third ever distributed artist collectible from Tristan Ian as a common, that red one. But I was like, it may take a little bit longer to sell for 1 whole ETH, so I brought the price down a little bit. I think the 3,400 or 3,900, something like that. But I figured, turn 800 into 3K. It's never a bad thing. I probably could get more, absolutely, especially if I wait till IMX. I think the first, 10 of each one on IMX could literally go for a couple ETH. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe not. But just how I see it. I mean, that's the thing, right? DMFA 58. You never know when you're going to hit, right? He said, figures I hit today when this one is a comic I knew least about. It is unfortunate. But, I mean, the good thing about that is if you go for every drop, or at least right now, we're going to get to the point where we can't go for every drop. But at least right now, if you go for all these drops, you may finally hit that secret rare, but it may not be one you love. So you can flip that and then try to work your way to the ones that you do love. Let's see. One on the drop, 1 minute for rebound. One on the 4-minute rebound. Tristan Ian, I think, is going to do big things. And shout out to Brock too. Brock just told me, he's going to be doing big things with his whole NFT. He just came out with an NFT launch, and so I checked it out on Instagram. I was like, wow, okay, so he's incorporating like the NFTs in the cereal boxes, and then people like scan the cereal box or whatever and get that NFT. And I was like, wow, okay, this is actually amazing. It's just getting people, average people into this whole NFT space even more. And so I liked where he was headed with it. I had no idea he was doing that. That was Brock who let me know. And so I was like, dang, I probably could get a lot more for the 43 Tristan Eaton one. But I was like, you know what? There's some things I want to long hold, obviously. And that one, it doesn't mean too much to me. And I do have a sub 100 too still left if I sell that one. So I feel like I'm in a good spot with that. I got a couple of cheap ones. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not positive on that. Will cash out and immutable be put at the same time? That's a great question. I don't know the exact time frame, but we all know cashing out, withdrawing the gems to the US dollars, will be happening, quote unquote, soon. But no, for real, that will be happening in a couple of weeks. I think it's already started for a lot of people. And I would expect by the end of the year it to be rolled out to almost everybody by then. I can't guarantee that. Obviously, nothing's set in stone. Maybe it's the first couple weeks in 2022, but it's right on the cusp. We're right on the cusp of that happening. And same with IMX. I really think immutable is soon too. We've been told it's been coming soon for a while now, and I think it's going to be happening soon. It's like we just heard IMX get announced that it's going to be listed on Coinbase Pro soon. It's a buzzword in this whole entire space, right? But everything's happening. We don't know when. We know it's happening. If I was to guess, though, what's going to happen first, I would think, oh, man. I don't even have a guess. I really don't know what's going to happen first. Are more people going to be able to withdraw, or are we going to move to Ethereum first? Good question. The little signature on the cover looks sick. On this comic cover, I didn't even notice the signature. So obviously the market's going to open up soon, like another 6 minutes or so. Oh, the signature on the ultra rare. And the rare. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. So I think it's like right here. So look at that little on the building. I think it does have a little signature. Jose, how we doing? How we doing, fam? VeVe Las Vegas sent me an uncommon? What? I didn't even know you sent me one. Let me check. Let's go. We doing a little giveaway, I think. You did. Let's go. A little giveaway on the live stream today. Yeah, let's go. Uncommon. It's a low edition too. So we got awesome. So this is Avengers. This is the first appearance of Dane Whitman. Edition number 2153. Let me bring up this Oh, let's go. And it's got everybody's name saved from before still. So this is actually amazing. So anybody who entered last time, we got Roman, Coolminator, Doorman's on it, Knight Rider, Pressa, Dubes, the AC. So I'm not sure if everybody is in here from before. I'm just going to leave it though. We got 29 entries so far. So I'll in a minute, once I catch up on the comments, I'm going to say basically, write your username in the comments and I'm going to add you to the giveaway. And then maybe I'll do the giveaway right after the market opens. Let me try to catch up. Yeah, Chris, how we doing? Good morning. Took an L today. Oh, well, makes up for the 31 I got. Oh, for the 3 I got yesterday. Definitely. Can make some moves in the marketplace. So we got, yeah, so right now you guys can actually enter your username. Now, you don't have to give me your VeVe username just yet. You can just give me the username to where you'll recognize it when I call out the winner for this. And then when I send it to you, that's when you give me your VeVe username. So this one I'm going to write live42. Now, remember, if you entered the giveaway last time I did this, you don't have to enter it again. Hello K retweeted about Mintable app yesterday. Mark Cuban's app or an immutable 10 million monthly visitors. Absolutely. It's big time. We got Steph C. Vet. Now don't enter again. If I see you guys entering twice, you may not be ever able to enter another giveaway. So I got you down if you entered the last one we did. We're at 47. Gonna be a lot of people in this one. Bruce. Got Kelvin. Brendan. Y'all make sure you're in the list, brother. If you guys aren't sure, just let me know and I can try to check for you. Gotta go up here. Gotta make sure I got everyone in here. Isaker. Josh R. This is awesome that it actually saves the people's names. Mr. Collector, how we doing, fam? That's awesome. Yeah, see, it's awesome that we can actually read these comics. I haven't even taken the time to actually read them yet. So I'm definitely excited to be able to read them. Let's see. Gunner. You need IMX a little sooner. J. Co. 77. I got Geo. Losers. Cal Ross. I'll just put Cal Ross. This is a good one. And shout out to VeVe Las Vegas. Dubes, I think you already entered, my man. Don't be trying to get multiple entries in here. Let's see. Yeah, Dubes is definitely entered. Actually, I don't have Brendan down. But I know his username's a little bit different. I'm just going to put Brendan. How to enter Yobs? So basically just write a username down. You don't have to, again, put Cal Ross. I wrote Cal Ross down for you. You don't have to give me your VeVe username until you actually win. You can just put down a username that you'll be able to identify if you win. Kaban. I'm just going to write Kaban. Is that cool? I wrote Kaban Bandolo. Yep, Dubes, you're in there. Drew Seller, I feel like you're in there. Yep. We got Corinne Elizabeth. I just wrote down Corinne, and if we get another Corinne, I'll ask her for like another username. Put down Fancy. Oh man, we got 46 entries. Let's go. Shad Hawk. Puzzle, did I put you already in there? Was Puzzle Master before? Time to buy more Omi. And yo, this is an awesome point right here. So Riley PI said, No luck on today's drop. Time to buy more Omi. And this is something that Gary from the community, he talked about a while back too. He noticed, anytime he missed drops, he wasn't getting angry, upset. He was like, okay, I was going to spend this amount of money on the drop. I'll just buy a little more bag of Omi. And I think that's an excellent way to do it. Not financial advice, but I think it makes a lot of sense. Let's see if the market's open real quick. Yeah, VeVe Las Vegas, such an awesome name. That is an awesome name. Rick Mortals. He's lost in the sauce. Yobs and then portfolio. Market is still down. No, you're good. You're good. This is actually a great point because, market's still not open, so we're kind of just waiting for it. So I'm gonna get everybody's name in here and then go over the market prices once it actually opens, which should be soon, and then I'll do the giveaway at the very end. Derek Brad. Gold statue or Todd's? Oh, Tanyada Martinez. This is actually a great question. Disney's a huge brand. I don't think you can go wrong either one, but I think a more safe bet that, it's almost like the Bitcoin of the VeVe NFTs, right? The Todd McFarlane Batman, I don't see it ever drastically going down. Do I see maybe little dips, a little bit of retracements here and there? Possibly. But again, I don't think that'll even matter long term. I think having the first NFT ever on the app, even if it wasn't the first appearance of Batman, I think would be iconic and legendary. Even if it was, say, a Mermacorno. If a Mermacorno was the first ever NFT, I think that would be big. But the fact that it's the first appearance of Batman's huge. And it's on top of that, the first ever NFT on VeVe, I think, it's just going to be an iconic collectible, iconic moment in history. I think historic moments are going to be big time. Micah G, I did get you down, I think. What was your username, Micah G? I'm just going to write Micah G. Hey. Yeah, Corinne, I would say it's okay to stop now. After the 30-minute mark, once that market opens up, and the market usually opens up 30 minutes after, so it's a little bit delayed right now. I've heard people get the 28-minute rebound, which is just crazy late, but I would say after that 30-minute mark, you can kind of relax now. Market's not open for me yet. Is OBL in the building? Oh, I didn't even see OBLs. Let's go. OBL in the house. Hey, what's going on, OBL? How we doing, fam? OBL's getting in the giveaway. I'm going to write OBL. OBL, if you're still listening, tuning in at the end, once I go over the market prices, thanks to VeVe Las Vegas, I'm going to be giving away an uncommon Avengers comic book. A low mint, too. I think it's a 1,000 mint. So shout out to VeVe Las Vegas. Here he is right here. VeVe Las Vegas. Todd Gang. No Todd Gang for the giveaway. It's just the uncommon comic book. But again, I think the uncommons are big time. There's only 5,000 editions for the most part of them compared to the 20,000 edition commons. So I think the uncommons, there's a lot of room to grow. Wow. Let's go. All right, so I have to add Q Diggity. Right now we have 54 entries in the live stream. Let's go. Oh, that's a big time accomplishment too, VeVe Las Vegas. VeVe Las Vegas is feeling good. Just completed every single set from 2020. Let's celebrate. Joe T, I gotta add Joe T still. Thank you for reminding me. Doorman, you're already entered, my man. I got you from yesterday. Or not yesterday, but so Doorman actually won the first giveaway. And so that was an awesome opportunity. Everybody who entered that first giveaway is still saved. I agree. Todd's definitely one of the most liquid NFTs on VeVe. Orange Bag Lady said, huge shout out to the fan for the generosity. The VeVe community is unbelievable. Spices up the live stream a little bit too. Uh-oh, Doorman is at the door. For me right now, currently, it's unfortunately Bit4x. But I think there's other exchanges too. But if you're in the US, I believe it's just Bit4x. Getsy said 54 entries and only 36 likes. Hit that like button. Market's open. All right, yeah, let's check this out. Let's check out the prices. All right, DarkHawk number 1, the common, $18. About what I thought, nothing crazy. The uncommon, $28. The rare, $75. The ultra rare, $228, but then it goes right to $300. Okay, yeah, $299, $300. Then the secret rare, $850. Interesting. But again, guys, just remember, be careful, if you're going after that expensive ultra rare, secret rare right away. I'm not telling you it is going to go up, it is going to go down. I'm just going to tell you what's happened in the past historically. Right now, there's still very few available in the market. For instance, there's only 10 available in the market for the secret rare. There's only 19 available in the market for the ultra rare. So what happens is, as these get delivered to the users, as the comic books gets delivered to everybody's account, typically, a lot of people put them in the market. So the number of editions in the market will go up. People tend to undercut each other. So that price tends to come down before it goes back up. Not always, again, it's not always the case. But so just be careful if you see things in there that are expensive if you really want it. Sometimes it's best to wait a little bit. Sometimes, it can be better to pounce before it goes all the way up if it's a really sought after, high in demand comic book or collectible. For something like the DarkHawk, I could see it dipping a little bit just because it's not your holy grail comic book. There's still a lot of deliveries that have to be put into people's accounts still. That's a good one, yeah. A 3-digit for $25. Can't beat that. I'm just trying to hawk for low mints right now. Snag one, Audible got one. Let's go. Secret rare will dip to 400 or below. I could see it happening. Corinne's is still pending for delivery. Okay, so it's not ideal, Corinne. It's kind of unfortunate that yours is still pending delivery. You don't know which rarity you have, and the market's open now. That's kind of the only downside when that happens. A lot of the times you will get yours delivered before the market opens, and that's usually the best case scenario. But if you got yours, if you have that red bar that says still pending, that means that you definitely locked one in. You just have to wait till it gets delivered to your account. And so that kind of goes into why I was saying, we're still waiting on a lot of these comic books to get delivered to people's accounts. So that's why I tend to think sometimes the market may still have room to dip. Let's go, 17. Should I save up for the car NFT? I mean, that's all going to depend on your individual situation and your own goals. I definitely think that we still have a lot, big drops to come for a whole 2020 still, 2021, the rest of the year. I think it's important, especially moving forward, to focus on things you absolutely love, because unless you're absolutely rich, you're probably not going to be able to collect everything that drops. So maybe start tailoring to things that you really, really love. Yep, the 30-day expiration. So we already saw that happen once, right? We already saw the old listings get removed from the market, and what that effect was on the market. It was drastic. We saw things that had maybe 1,000 listings in the market go from 1,000 to 200 now, and the gap between all those prices are big. So I think, sometimes there's big sell walls that develop right over time. But that's why this 30-day delisting is going to be huge, because any sell walls that were built up over time, months, that's all going to get delisted. So I think you could see things go from, say if there was a sell wall like 300, right? A collectible is a big sell wall, $300. Well, now there might only be a $250 collectible, and that jump might go from 250 to 350 to 400 type thing. So I think it's going to be big for the market. Joe T said, if I get a secret or ultra, I'm selling. Not sure what Saturday's drop will be. I have no idea, to be honest. All right, I'm going to go over the market prices after they change just a little bit one more time, and I'm going to start this giveaway. Again, shout out to VeVe Las Vegas. My secret rare will not be on the market. I think the secret rare looks amazing. Now, you can kind of risk it and sell it off now and buy it back later. But again, if you really, really like it, it's hard to risk that if you really like that collectible. But oftentimes with something that's not a holy grail, it's a little bit easier to risk. So for the commons, we have 212 in the market for $13. The uncommon, there's 104 in the market for $24. 68 rares in the market, 67 is the floor. 49 ultra rares in the market, 189 is the floor. 25 in the market now for the secret rare, and the price is $520. Dragon Ball Z, please. Common price prediction. This is going to be an interesting one. So if there's no groups that are pumping this, I think it's going to be anywhere from that $10 to $15 to $20 range. I don't think it's going to be crazy expensive. But again, I think over time, I do see a lot of these collectibles, these comics, increasing. Now, even the non-expensive ones, Marvel Comics or not the Marvel Comics #1, just the Marvel #1. I think let's see what the floor price is on that one right now, because that's one of the least valuable comics, I would say, on the app currently. But see, not even that one. Okay, so there's let me go to even more. There's more comics that are probably more or less valuable. The Fantastic Four #21. The common's $11 for that one. So, like, do I see it being $11 like a year from now? Probably not. Even the ones that aren't that important, I think it will. What digital collecting does that physical collecting doesn't, it gives it that ease of access. I think a lot of these comics will be more expensive than the physical one, because there's a lot of friction when you're collecting physical collectibles. When you're collecting digital collectibles, anybody around the world can collect it at any time. It's easy, it's simple, it's fun. So a lot more people are going to become collectors because of this whole digital age. Hey, could you imagine that? That's the utility for all those golden Disney moments, a golden dragon or something. You can actually read these ones. DarkHawk #1, any #1 comics are worth stacking. That's a great point right there, Brendan. Because as you see, even though it's DarkHawk, not the biggest comic, right? We're going to see #2. We're going to see other editions roll out, which usually tends to increase that value of the first ones. Could you imagine if VeVe Las Vegas, because they did the giveaway, gets 2 secret rares in one drop? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That would be iconic. So let me bring up the comic book that VeVe Las Vegas just sent over. Now, I believe he sent me the 2,153 Uncommon Avengers 47. I have to make sure, because another person sent me the other Uncommon, so I can't give away that one. I'm pretty sure he sent me the low mint, VeVe Las Vegas. So we're going to be giving out that comic book today, Uncommon. Let me go over the details real quick. So it's a $21 floor price, but again, I think since it's an Uncommon, there's only 5,000 editions. It's a low mint, 2,000 range. I think, $21, definitely see an increase there. Definitely room to grow. So let me get to the wheel of names. All right, so we got 55 entries. I'm going to screen record this. All right. I'll put it out on Twitter or something, because the videos are always fun to do. All right, YouTube fam, we got another giveaway. Thanks to VeVe Las Vegas. We got 55 entries today. We're going to be giving this one a spin. The winner gets Avengers Uncommon comic book. Let's go. And the lucky winner is Steph C. Vet. We got a winner. Let's go. Steph C. Vet is the winner. Hey, there he is. Let's go. Let's go. We got a winner in the house. Let's go. This is a good comic book, too. Steph, are you on Twitter? Because I'm going to post that video that I just took. I'm going to post that video on Twitter, so I'll tag you in it, too. Steph, let me know, is this your actual VeVe username? The one you gave me? Is it Steph, STEFC Vet? Is that your VeVe username? Reslone, no, Reslone struck out today. Let me check just to be safe. Yeah. The worst thing ever would be if I just sent the giveaway to the wrong person. I would have to send another comic book to you. Shout out to VeVe Las Vegas one more time. Are you on Twitter too? I think you are, right? VeVe Las Vegas. I like merging the Twitter and the YouTube fam together. Big congrats. Shout out to everybody who joined. Again, anybody who joined the giveaway today and yesterday, I have everybody's username, and it just saves on here, which is absolutely awesome. So we got the Cray Mountain, Dubes, P212, Montage, Shadhog, Roman. You had a whole bunch of people. Wojo Cole, Knight Rider, Pressa, Borat, everybody. Steph CVet is my VeVe and Twitter name. Awesome. Let me just send this to you real quick. Let's go. Your profile picture is Thug Life. That's awesome. Shout out to VeVe Las Vegas, because I love doing these giveaways. So if anybody else wants to do a giveaway like on live stream, you can just tell me you want to do it and you can send it to me, or you can do what VeVe Las Vegas did. Just send me one. And that way I can shout you out, your socials, everything like that. Spices up the live stream. Let's go. We got Avengers. Is he going to focus up? Shout out to you, Steph CVet. And also shout out to you, VeVe Las Vegas. I'm going to follow you right now. Huge. Shout out to you, Risk Tycoon. Said you want a dry spell, but you just got 2 of them. Let's go. My social's coming soon. Awesome. Yeah, VeVe Las Vegas. That's an awesome, awesome username. You probably have one of the best usernames. Blowing up the stream. Let's go. I'm gonna VeVe Las Vegas. Are you on? Oh, so you're not on Twitter yet. Or yeah, you are. I'm gonna make a tweet about it right now. Shout out to the giveaway winner, Steph. See that. And shout out to VeVe Las Vegas. Is that your Twitter account that you created? Wow, that's crazy. Trying to find. I can't find VeVe Las Vegas's Twitter. Brian SU604. I cannot. When I try to tag VeVe Las Vegas, it's not letting me tag him. What was this one, Corey said? Just sold my super high mint comment for 22 gems, then bought an 8074 mint for 23 gems. Let's go. See, that's perfect right there. That's awesome. So, this is actually something I want to touch on. This is amazing. This is what I was kind of doing all like a couple weeks ago before those common prices exploded. I was doing a little bit different, but pretty much the same thing. Um, so basically, what you can do is, we get all these high mints at times, right? High mint common, 40,000 and 30,000 or 50,000 edition. So you don't have to do this, but a lot of times you can upgrade your collection, and a lot of times upgrade your gem bag. If you get a really low mint, you could sell that one if you wanted to, or just increase your collection, right? But you can get rid of that high mint, sell it for the floor like you did, 22 gems. Then sometimes you can find a steal. Maybe it's a sub 10K like you did for 23 gems. Or a lot of times maybe a 3-digit for just double that, or something really cheap, but you're only paying the difference. And that's what I like to do, and that's what I did do. So that's a great job right there. You upgrade your collection for $1. So that's big time. What was the Jurassic Park NFT on VeVe? So it hasn't been released yet. They only teased it a little bit on David Yu's Instagram. So if you go to David Yu's IG and scroll down a little bit, you can see where they posted, teased the T-Rex a little bit. And I think they're just making sure that everything looks perfect on it and all that. But eventually, I think we may see soon a T-Rex drop. I mean, we are going to see it eventually. We just don't know when we're going to see it. Wow, okay. So Devil Bunny's getting some love. That's good to know. Definitely good to know. Finally, Wendy hit a secret rare. Let's go. Shout out to Wendy. That's amazing. She deserves it. Finally, that's great to hear. Hopefully, she sold it right away. Is sub 2,000 really a thing? I mean, it all depends. I always say Green Goblin, like there's tiers, right? You can kind of make your own tier. Like, obviously, I don't think a sub 30K is going to be worth that much, but I always say generally, like the first tier would be like sub 10K. Sub 10K is usually like the first tier that you would try to go to, and then sub 5K, and then I would say if you have like 1,000s, because there's a lot of people collect the 4 digits, so I would say sub 5K, sub 10K, and then if you have all sub 2,000, I would say I have all sub 2,000s, right? It's just not your typical tier. Like sub 1,000 would be the thing. Okay, good to know. I just wanted to make sure that was like your actual Twitter account and not someone else just kind of 637. Here we go. Shout out to the giveaway live stream winner, and shout out to for sponsoring. VeVe, call me. Bang bang. Here's the video. Got another giveaway. Thanks to VeVe Las Vegas. All right, YouTube fam, we got another giveaway. Thanks to VeVe Las Vegas. We got 55 entries today. We're gonna be giving this one a spin. Winner gets Avengers Uncommon comic book. Let's go. The lucky winner is Steph C. Vet. We got a winner. Let's go. Winner. Yeah, sub 5%. That's a good way to do it, because we know that the master collector points, that's kind of how it's given out now. And that's a good point. Those high mint runs, like the ones with the 60,000 editions and et cetera, you can get, a sub 1,500 and still be under that 5%. Let's go. I love it. Wait, Brendan, what do you mean? Oh, you mean at Decon? Thanks, bud. This was fun. Still one pending. I'll give that away too if comment, maybe next stream. Oh, 2 back to back. Hopefully we can get someone else to sponsor a live stream for the next giveaway. Maybe get you to do the one after that, because I don't want to see you give away something every single time, right? Hopefully someone else can. But I think that'd be fun, right? Have every single person, not every single person, but those who want to get involved, right? Be able to give away something. It's always good for the fan. That way, everybody joining live stream spices it up a little bit, able to give something out to somebody one day. Hey, okay, that makes sense. Even the 2,500 mint for the common DeLorean. Interesting. I actually got a 3-digit common DeLorean a little bit ago for pretty cheap. And they ran up in price. I remember the common DeLoreans were like $13 for the longest time. $13, $15, $20 under retail. And now finally got some love. They're like $60. So just great to see. I want to go over the marketplace one more time now that it's kind of died down a little bit, an hour afterwards. Let's see. DarkHawk. The common. It's at $18 now. A little bit more expensive than I thought it'd be. Probably by about $5. I think people are starting to, realize they could have some value. Uncommon, there's 230 in the marketplace, $25. 150 in the marketplace for the rare, $52. I feel like uncommons are slept on. 78 in the marketplace for the ultra rare, $125. 24 in the marketplace for the secret rare, $515 is the price. Yeah, Brendan. So if you Brendan said that he's ran through my giveaway supply heavily recently, been blessing new users left and right. Yeah, so don't feel like you absolutely have to. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you guys deplete your collection just for a couple of giveaways. So don't feel like you ever have to. Just if you do have extra comics, like that's the reason why I went out and gave a whole bunch of comics to people, because I realized I still had 15, sometimes even more than that, of one common. I was like, you know what? Instead of selling this for $15 to $20 right now, obviously they could go up in value, but if they did, I still had plenty more. I thought, it'd be more valuable to surprise some people and give them out. Hey, that's the thing, my man, dude. So definitely give them out to your buddies and everything like that. Maybe your family, etc. Don't feel like you need to give one to me to give out. I mean, I can always give one of mine out as well. Yeah, definitely. That's the way to do it. I mean, give them out to new people, especially people who are just joining the app. Even those who are maybe on the fence of it, right? You give them that first comic, they're like, "Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool," right? Definitely hooks them. That's funny. Brendan said, "Do you remember the days when we joked about selling the entire collection for Donnie?" Well, Now Donnie has scale 2x against my entire collection, so maybe I really should have. That's funny. Green Goblin said, these old floor price stories sound like when my grandpa would tell me how much it cost back when he was a kid. If you want to see something absolutely insane, I don't think I can go to it right now just because every time I scroll down in the transaction history, like if you look in your transaction history, like it blinks, and every time it blinks, it restarts. But I was going to scroll all the way down and show you guys one of my first purchases from the market. My first purchase ever from the marketplace was Starfire. It was $83. Like, unbelievable. That was the floor price. Rizzo was $500 in the marketplace. Pretty much everything was not sold out. There was only Rizzo that sold out. It was not in stock in store. There was still like 6,500 Todd McFarlane Batmans for $80 at retail price. Just those stories are just so iconic, and it happened so quickly to where, yeah, if you said this, the price, appreciation in about a year or two, it wouldn't seem that surprising. But this all happened in like 3 to 6 months. So, like, can you imagine a year or two from now? Things will get crazy, I think. Hey, appreciate you big time for joining the chat today. And congrats, Stefan. Big time, big time. Congrats on the win. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Shout out to you, VeVe Las Vegas. I gave one to my 8-year-old niece. She's been hitting Uncommon Comics every time. Wow. That's big time. Kelvin, this is hilarious. Kelvin said, if I ever bought a Donnie in any time in the future, I have no idea how I could tell the news to my wife. It would not be a good thing. That's actually hilarious. I mean, it would be a great thing if you told her how much it's worth and just don't tell her how much you spent on it, right? Yeah. You may not have the wife for too much longer if you do that. She'd say, you just bought what? And you could have bought how many of this for me? Like, can you imagine that? Yeah, like, think of this song. I mean, shout out to Pineapple Gang. It's wonderful. He made a banger, right? I got NFTs. Talked about how put 27 racks on a pony. It was 27 racks though. Now, 100K at least. So the thing that's so hard about Donnie is, yes, it's a season 1, right? Season 1's gonna be iconic. There's only 100, 150 of them, so the scarcity is crazy. The floor price is out of this world. But here's the thing, right? Nobody's ever heard of a Donnie. Nobody's ever knew that brand. I mean, some people did, obviously, but most people didn't compared to Walt Disney, Superman, Spider-Man. So if I had like 100K, 150K, it'd be so hard for me to spend it on just one Donnie, right? Like, think of how many things you could buy with 100, 150K to where they'll probably appreciate faster than what Donnie would appreciate from here on out, right? And who knows? I mean, the floor on Donnie could keep going up. But I think the important thing to track is the past sales. How many people are willing to pay that much money for the Donnie? Yeah, the floor price will probably get even crazier, but I did not see it today. I got to check it out. I saw Gastao's video, the first two, the part 1 and part 2, and I thought they were hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. That dude is so funny. Hey, you might have a point right there, Brendan. You might have a point. 007 tickets, 7 editions. And if you guys check the marketplace on the 007, the ticket, there is no 3 of them anymore. You know how there used to be 3 in the market? Someone might have bought that $300,000 ticket because there's only 2 listed now for, I think, $2 million or whatever the price point, $3 million or whatever the floor is. Ape into a 007 ticket, JD. Could you imagine? There's no chance. I mean, I could have sold like probably my whole collection and bought that 007 ticket, the one that was for like 200K or whatever it was. But there's no chance I'm selling my entire collection for just one collectible. Now, if you wanted to time it, it might be worth it, right? Maybe you bought it for 200, 300K. And since the other ones are at 3 million, maybe you have a buyer lined up. You could sell for $1 million, sell for 2 million. And that's the only way I would do it. I would never sell my collection for something like that and then not know how long it's going to take until I can sell it for at least like double and get my collection back. So another thing, the reason why I probably wouldn't do it is because Well, I would do it if I had a buyer lined up to buy it for 2 million. But the thing that I love about my collection, I don't have the lowest mints, right? I don't have your 41 Batman, etc. But I have stuff that nobody else in the world can ever get. And here's why. Most of my collectibles are originally owned, meaning I'm the first one to ever own it. I bought my Joe M. Batman for retail. I bought my Becky Batman for retail. I bought my Todd McFarlane Batman for retail. So like when it comes up, we're gonna be able to see the history. You're gonna be able to see, do you have a used car? Like, do you have that used collectible that 10 other people owned? Or are you the original owner of that? So for me, being the original owner of the Joe M. Batman, sub 500 or sub 700 or something like that, mint number. Becky Batman, a 3-digit Becky Batman, the original owner. 1,000 mint original owner Todd Batman. Like, that's stuff that I have that I don't care how rich you are. I don't care if you have, a $10 million whale over here that could just buy everything and get the lowest mint of 41, right? I have something that nobody else can get. And so that's why I love my collection so much, because the original owner of the first ever set, like, that's going to be iconic, I think. So just some things out there to think of. Like, original owner of things I think will be big once the history is visible. Hey, today's video is lit. I'm even in it. Let's go. I know I was in part 2. I saw you included me with it. Like, all I do on Twitter is say, like, we're exploding or something like that. I said all I do is golf and like talk on Twitter. It's pretty much true. I'm not sure about that. I heard some people asking about it. I haven't. I'm not going to be buying one. Oh, yeah, that would not be good. That would not be good. Thanks for tuning in, Gary. Appreciate you big time. Hey, Dubes, we can definitely trade for sure. Let me buy a comic off you or trade one with you that you're OG owner. You need a JD dog or JD OG NFT. Absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Blockchain bragging rights. It's really a thing. Absolutely. I mean, it goes all back into, the reasons why, like, say, a blue check mark is important. It's really not important, but it is at the same time, right? I mean, for most people, it doesn't mean anything, but for a lot of people, it's a validation mark. And we all are human beings at the end of the day. And humans are all about communicating. Subconsciously, I have this beard for a reason, right? People wear Nike shoes for a certain reason, right? People wear, glasses to portray a certain. So, like, that's what humans do. And so that's what collecting is. Collecting is all about saying, like, I have this Funko Pop and you don't, or something like that, right? It kind of is all about those bragging rights. And so, no, I don't think I am going to buy today's Secret Rare, Brendan. I just saw that comment. But what I'm saying is, so I think the history is going to be so important on these. If you have, say, a collectible from David Yu, it's going to come up there. It's going to be pretty important. Or Dan Crothers, or say Reese, or something like that. It's going to be pretty cool to say. Right, absolutely, absolutely. So these Secret Rares are definitely cheap. I don't think it's a bad buy per se, but it's not going to be like a holy grail comic. I don't know how much increase there's going to be, but I do like the way the art looks. It's definitely going to be as close to signed NFT as you can get, and we're going to be able to have these NFTs be able to sign digitally. Shout out to everybody who was able to get some of their comics or some of the artist collectibles signed already while they're at DCon. I think that's going to be big time. And plus, we're going to be able to sell these NFTs with the digital signature on them. So that's going to be just interesting little twist. But just buy more Omi. Can never go wrong with that. Not financial advice, obviously. But all right, guys, I'm signing off. Great live stream today. Shout out to Stefan. Shout out to VeVe Las Vegas. Everybody who was a part of the giveaway. Your names are all saved. So anytime we do another giveaway, we got, how many people are entered right now? 55 entries. So you guys are all saved in for the next giveaway. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in. Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment what you guys think this weekend's anime-ish collectible is going to be. I want to see predictions. I want to see your thoughts. Let me know. We're signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.